welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we're still here, the top 30 show, 16 minutes past 10. It is what it is right here. Like we promised you, the interview area. This is the time.
Facts. So let's get started with this interview. So we are joined in studio today by Ceezyboy. So Ceezyboy, welcome to the Top 30 show.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. Talk about the top 30.
So to start off this interview, we first need some background information about you. What is, your identification name, that government name that has been given to you?
Number plate.
That's right.
Okay, nah. If you're talking government names,
Yeah.
my name is Kish Liam Manuel.
Alright, Cash Liam Manuel.
No, not Cash. Kish.
Kish.
Kish. And then Liam is my second name, and then it's Manuel, and then that's me.
So where were you born and bred?
Born and raised in SA, proud. So yeah.
So are you a 012 baby? Are you a
012.
01112?
Baby.
Lovely, we love it.
West
So
side.
where did Ceezyboy come about? Where did that name come about?
Well, when I was in high school, dang, you really gonna go there?
Yes.
Yeah, we're going there.
Okay, nah. Credit where credit is due. When we were in high school, I had a bunch of homies. Lunchtime cypher, you know how it is. So everybody had a name. You're an MC, you gotta have an MC name.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna listen to you if you come there. Hey, my name's Kish and I rap. They're like, alright, Kish, go rap somewhere else.
Yeah.
So everybody had a name. So I called myself Caesar Fly. Because I had another homie, he called himself Easy Fly. So, it was kind of a thing. So I was Caesar Fly for a while, and I was like full out Caesar, like C-E-A, so I was like, alright, cool, that's me. And then that was me for a while. And then later on, I realized that I had to switch it up because it's not very easy to find myself, especially on the internet.
Yeah.
And it's not, the name just wasn't hitting it, like especially with the way it was. It's nothing that wasn't there before.
Yeah.
So I was like, alright, cool, I'm gonna call myself C's. I don't want to change the name, I like the name. So I was like, I'm gonna go C's with a different spelling. So it went to C-double-E-Z, and I'm like, I like this. This is cool. So this was me for a while. Now I got clowns for friends. Yeah. Great niggas, but no, they're clowns. So they started calling me Ceezyboy because there was an incident, this one incident, like, not gonna mention any names, but there's this girl.
Okay.
She has an annoying voice, right?
Basic.
So she sees me at the tuck shop and she's like, hi Ceezyboy, and then my one homie who isn't here right now is like, oh, so you're Ceezyboy now. And he started calling me Ceezyboy, and from that day, like, I actually just found it cool. Like, I'm Ceezyboy, nigga, what's up?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Interesting story right there.
Yeah.
But I guess it's a name that actually catches on, hey?
Yeah.
It's very catchy.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
one thing for sure. So tell us, with your music career, what actually got you started into music?
Okay, my initial passion is the human mind.
Okay.
So if I'm not in the studio, I'm definitely gonna hit the books and go and study psychology.
Nice.
That's what's up with that. So it came more about the passion for it, and I thought how. And I only mentioned the academic route because it's the academic route that showed me that I had to be doing music.
Okay.
You see. So I went and I did my music, and the more I did that, the more I discovered myself, the more I started to understand myself, the more I saw that this music isn't me just making music for people to listen to and all of that stuff. I'm actually making this music to teach myself a lot of things. And when I'm teaching myself these things, I'm enjoying myself, I'm growing, and I'm seeing that I can use this passion to make a whole lot of money. And while I do that, I can basically feed myself, teach myself, and teach another person.
Yeah.
So the music just looked like a more logical route because it feels like I can reach my life path way quicker.
Awesome stuff. Obviously, underlining the word passion.
Yeah.
You had passion for this, and so therefore you kick-started it off. Am I right to say that you started your career in 2017?
2016.
2016.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I said, like, okay, you know what?
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Okay.
Because 2017 is when I officially took out my first spending money and said, this is not going to be spent, it's going to the studio.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we'll say 2017,
Yeah.
quite serious, yeah.
Oh, that's real. Obviously, what is going back to that term passion? What is the importance of having passion, especially in this industry?
You see, with rap,
Yeah.
I can write a poem for my mom,
Mm.
tell her to go to the studio and rap it.
Mm.
She can rap it.
Yeah.
And the poem can blow up.
Yeah.
But if this lady just went there to do that
Mm.
because she was told to do it,
Mm.
won't really mean much as
Sure.
compared to the guy who doesn't sleep
Mm.
because he has to make music for people he doesn't know or even go listen.
Mm.
But he feels this deep sense of purpose and a need to say what he has to say for whoever needs to hear it.
Damn.
So when it gets down to something like that, bro,
Yeah.
you have to be driven. And what's driving you should be you driving yourself to a point whereby you are trying to strengthen yourself. Because when I listen to other people's music, people who inspire me
Yeah.
to be a better version of myself, I'm listening to their words.
Sure.
Whatever they went through,
Mm.
whatever it is they want to put down,
Mm.
that's what I'm listening to. And that is what I also remember in myself as an artist when I go to the studio and I push myself for the reasons I do.
Mm.
There could be somebody else who feels like I do.
Sure.
So I gotta explain to him or her and explain to myself too.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
Deep
real.
chats, deep
Deep
chats.
chats indeed. As I was listening, I'm like, oh man.
No, for real.
Yeah, but that's real, man. It's real.
It really is. So before we continue with the interview, we're gonna go into a young musical break. Let us just, absorb everything we've just heard right now from Ceezyboy.
Yeah.
Do not go anywhere. Stay tuned to the Top 30 show. Kerry Cortez.
Awesome characters.
And let's not forget our guest, a Ceezyboy.
Yep.
So yes, sir. Straight up the west side.
Most definitely. We still, obviously, if you have a whole lot of interviews going on, right? A whole lot of questions going on out there, please just tell them where they can find you.
That's right. If you have any questions for Ceezyboy, find me on Instagram at @kerrycortez_. I am taking questions right now since we still have him in studio, so do not waste time. Type it out, DM me, alright? We are here to put Ceezyboy on the hot seat today.
Yeah.
So we need those questions. Come on.
It's gonna get hot up in this place. That's what she's at. So yeah. Man, getting on and carrying on with the interview. Obviously, seeing that you started off your music journey initially in 2016, but in 2017 that's where you took it by storm and like, you know what, I'm not waiting no more, kicking it off. What kept you in the game?
What kept me in the game?
Because obviously thinking that a lot of people will get into it and easily tap out,
Yeah.
but you still in it in 2020.
Well, the thing that kept me going the most
Yeah.
was where I saw myself and where I wanted to be
Yeah.
and what I knew I had to do to close that gap. So most of the time you're gonna want to give up. It's easier to give up,
Yeah.
like especially with the music, because nobody's gonna pay you. Like you're gonna go to shows for exposure.
Yeah.
Apparently, even though your skill is supposedly good enough to entertain the crowd,
Yeah.
you are good enough for exposure.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. You're spending money late nights. You don't have a car. You're doing your thing,
Yeah.
and you're spending more money than you're making. So you have to fight through those things first and foremost.
Yeah.
Meaning that if you really want to go in and actually be a musician, you must fight. Like you gotta fight for the music itself, because if you ain't fighting for the music, you're gonna give up very quickly. So the thing that pushed me the most was knowing what I'm fighting for, and I was fighting for the music, and I still am.
So would you say that vision is what guided you to keep going?
Yeah, where I see myself and my higher self.
So yeah, you got it right there. Vision is very important in order for you to get to where you want to be, because that gives you a picture of where you want to be, and so therefore whatever that comes along, you're just going to kick it aside because it you won't allow it to stop you from heading to where you want to be.
That's true. And speaking of when you started with music, what kind of genre did you see yourself going into at the beginning when you maybe first wrote your first song?
I was an MC, underground rap. Studio wasn't the place for MCs. MCs we rap at the street side.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we diss people and we don't do the studio. That was my beginning.
Yeah.
So what made you want to transition from being an MC to going into the studio type of vibes?
I started going through life.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
No care. Hey, life deals with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he dealt with me, and then I learned.
You learned.
That you had to. What I learned is what
Yeah.
I started to speak more about, and I realized that I actually had to go to the studio and speak about these things.
Okay.
Look, I get to attach to when people speak about life and what they had to go through and what influenced them to make the decisions that they made to get them to where they are right now. So, would you just give us a brief highlight about what you've been through and what really that thing, that pushed you to actually just kick everything aside and say, I'm going straight for this. What did you go through in life? What is that story that whenever you think to yourself, you're like, you know what?
That's what it
I don't
was.
want to go
Yeah.
right there.
Okay. It's a difficult and simple topic
Yeah.
because everybody in life has a trial. We don't choose it, but we're all gonna go through it.
Sure.
So I think I went through a whole lot as like an individual.
Yeah.
Personally, family wise. I had like a deteriorating relationship with my mom at some point, of which as a man that's not cool. You should have 100% solid relationship with your mom. So like there's things that you go through in front of the scenes, behind the scenes,
Yeah.
and then you ask yourself like, is this all making any sense towards where I want to go and what I want to do with myself? And then a lot of the times it hurts. You're a human being.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt like a lot of the times, and it's not gonna make any sense. And it didn't make sense for me, and it hurt. And I went through my shit. I mean, excuse that, but I went through everything I went through. And while I was going through it, I realized that like there's a trial for everything. Nobody told me what my trial was gonna be, but it's a trial. So I'm here now. I'm gonna run the race, and I gotta do it the best way I see fit. So as I was going through all of these emotional trials and all of that stuff, there was even a point where my mom was hospitalized, and I thought that I was actually gonna lose my mom. So that's something that I wasn't cool with. I was writing my matric at that time actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was busy with that, and she then got hospitalized, and I was like, dang, I'm about to lose my mom. I don't have a big support system outside of my friends, so it's just a bunch of kids at the time trying to figure out what's going on with our lives, like what's happening.
Sure.
So in all of that, we know what we want and we know who we are, and I always knew that the music was my thing.
Yeah.
Because I love the studio and I love making the music. So I got to a point where I started realizing that I was making music about what I was going through. And the more I did that, I started healing myself like through a lot of the stuff that I saw, because you have to learn to heal.
Yeah.
So when I actually listened to what, subconsciously I didn't know that's what I was doing at the time. But when I actually went back and started listening to my music and all of that stuff, I was giving myself messages, because the music I listen to now is old music.
Yeah.
That's teaching the me now. The me then is teaching the me now
Yeah.
how to be a better person,
Sure.
how to handle my emotions that I didn't know how to handle then differently, because I'm actually listening to myself speak about them and how I felt and how I thought. And because I've lived past the moment and through whatever was happening, I've seen the other side, kind of.
Yeah.
So I can make a judgment as to why I was thinking like this and why I do things like this. And I saw that the music was the main factor in everything. It always came down to the music. Like academics, I'm smart. I can pretty much do what I want. But music, it will never give me what music gives me, and music gives me fulfillment.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's a deep fulfillment that music gives that there's nothing the world will replace.
Sure.
Yeah. And that's what pulled a lot of me out of the trial that I went through.
Yeah.
And because it did that, I must also respect it. Because it basically gave me a platform to better myself and the way I thought. Because before I collected myself, I wasn't collected.
Yeah.
Like for real.
Yeah.
I was a whole lot of things that even I didn't understand. But as I grew up, I started to try to understand more of what I wanted to do with myself. And then that's basically how it got to music is the thing that's gonna pull you out of that.
Ah,
Yeah.
We did say deep chats, eh?
indeed.
Deep chats, and we love it. This is how we're gonna get to know Ceezyboy right here in studio. One more question before we go into the break. You mentioned something about academics, specifically psychology.
Yes.
So is it safe for us to say that you are pursuing a degree in it, or are you thinking about it?
Nah, I'm not pursuing a degree in psychology yet.
Yet.
Yeah.
But we can
there's time.
expect it.
The one thing that studying right now won't give me on a personal level is time.
Okay.
Time is money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you're working on your money.
Let's get this money and then we can make time.
Facts.
We can make time.
That's true. So let us go into another break and we'll come back with another session with Ceezyboy.
Yes, sir.
Deep. You know, we're about to grill him proper.
Yeah.
But before we do that, what are the questions that your fans have for you?
Okay, so we got Dan Scratch. He asked, what's next for Ceezyboy in 2020?
Yeah.
Well, I hope you saw that 2020 is almost finished, right?
Yeah.
But I want you to know that we're definitely coming through with the Kush Olympics. It's coming in hard. And we're going to drop a project, and I'm going to drop that project with my boy Bill, actually. So we don't want to talk too much about that, otherwise our haters are going to steal it. You know how it goes. But just know that we're dropping a project and we're hosting the Kush Olympics, and that's pretty much it. And then next year's going to be lit. Wait for 2021. We got Lori up in this. Okay. Out of all the projects you dropped, which one do you feel you were more emotionally connected to? Hey, who are you and why are you asking me? Okay, yeah, cool. Listen, man, I'm gonna be honest. It's gotta be Seasons Change. Because we basically did a Boys to Men on that. Yeah, so I love that project, it's my baby. For now. And forevermore.
Alright.
Yeah. And then, there's somebody else. This is I Am a Panda. Bye Panda. Do you get nervous at all when preparing for the interviews? Nope. If you don't prepare, you can't be nervous. Just get there and do everything.
Wow. Okay.
Represent the West Side. Make the most. Thank you. Shout out, Brody. I see y'all in the West. And that's about it. Oh,
Okay,
wait, I got a question from my, not mom. Nope, that's not my mom.
Alright. So I have a very interesting question for you. Okay.
Oh, my music video's lit? Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, let's go.
So my question for you is, every man,
Yeah.
in everything that you do,
Yeah.
literally everything that you do, even if it's buying bread,
Yeah.
everything that you do, there's
Yeah.
someone that pushes you at the back, right? So you tell us, is there a female in your life right now?
Yeah.
Okay, now you need to tell us more about her. Who is she? When has she?
You finna know the most important female?
We want to know the most important female.
Okay,
We're not talking about moms because we know moms support all the time. Moms support all the time. I mean,
Yeah,
like, that's
she's
a
always
normal
there.
thing, you know.
Nah.
She's your backbone. But then there's an extra backbone.
Okay, there's an extra back.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's Shorty. She provides emotional support.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Has she been with you since the beginning of your music career, or is it just like a recent thing?
Nah, it's been.
Yeah.
It's been for days. Like, a lot of people will be like, I actually had my Shorty. I just don't talk about her because she does so much for me behind the scenes that if I put it in the public, a lot of people will try and ruin that shit for me. So hell no.
Okay, so right now, if she were listening, what would you say to her?
I don't know if she is listening, but if you are, continue supporting me. Thank you very much, and the promises remain true. You know what's up.
We love it. And you mentioned something about in high school there was a girl that called you Ceezyboy. Can you elaborate a bit more about that, please?
Yeah.
Nah, but so,
Yeah.
there was this chick, man. You guys got me. Damn. Okay, nah, cards on the table, I mean. So there was this chick, like, she kind of liked me, and I knew that, and my homies knew that, but the problem was I wasn't about to, like, do this. So she had this annoying voice. You know that really annoying voice? Like, yeah, it's like high pitch.
Yeah.
So she would always be on that Ceezyboy tip, and she would say it the first time and I'd ignore her, because, like, I'm acting like I can't hear. And then it gets loud, and then my homie started doing that voice the exact same way.
Okay.
So whenever he saw me, he did the
Yeah.
exact same thing. So that's pretty much where that came from. Yeah, not much with the girl.
So tell us, let's go back to family a bit. Would you say that your family has been very supportive of you since the beginning of your music career, or has it been a bit shaky for them to kind of grasp your vision?
On the higher end or the lower end of the family?
Both.
The aunts, it took a while for, goddamn, I'm about to put my family business out there. Okay, so I remember when I was still in high school, I actually had a conversation with my mother and her older sister. And they sat me down, they like, do music on the side as a hobby. And that immediately like pissed me off, because I was like, ish, these people don't understand what I'm asking for, but it's okay. And then I kind of got the message that music is a hobby. That was how they saw it. And then we had a whole argument of me having to go to school and all of that stuff. And I fought and I said no. And I really didn't want to do that, because I knew exactly what was going to happen. I wouldn't be right here if I took their route, you see. And yeah, not that I'm saying they don't know what's best for me, but they don't know what's the best route to take for me to get what's best for me. So with the higher end, there was a lot of struggles first. With my cousins and stuff, we supported, man. If my cousin has to decide today he polishes toenails and he has a business, I'm supporting that. So with the younger ones, yeah, I don't think we really had a problem with the support. Yeah, I don't think maybe we always take it the extra miles that we can, but we love each other and we support each other, man. Everybody got a life. You know, I mean, I don't expect anybody to jump out of their normal life to do extra things for you. They can do what they can, so that's cool. But with the higher end, first it was an issue, but I see the more they see me doing my thing, they cool. The more they see me actually getting results from my work, they pretty much cool with my stuff, so it's good. It took a while though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we all know, well, if you're African, it's always like have a 9 to 5, you know, be fully stable and stuff. All these creative things aren't really taken as a first priority or first choice in families. It's always medicine, lawyer, accountant, you know, engineer, those kind of things, you know. And it's honestly not for everyone, if we're being honest. If it's not for you, it's not for you, you know. But hey, sometimes it does take time for parents to actually grasp the idea that no, my child wants to do something else. Other parents are just like, I bet, do what you need to do, you know. It's always 50-50. And how would you describe yourself in one word?
I'm gonna use the word that is always used when I'm okay. According to me, I'm always being myself, right? So when I'm the most myself, and my homie catches notice of it, he's always like, "That's some trippy stuff." So I'm gonna use the word trippy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just to close off the interview, what would you like to say to your fans out there or anyone that has been with you since the beginning of your journey?
Okay. So we're here first and foremost because of the fans. Yeah. So that's the water under the boat, and then we appreciate you guys for days, because there's a lot of things that we do that you guys don't realize if you don't help us. us won't happen, won't materialize, won't visualize. You are the guys who go and stream the music, you watch the videos, you download, you tell us that we're doing good. So first and foremost, we work for you guys. And the fans have been. Like, they grow, the new fans, you guys are lit, because you guys think we're already superstars, and that's lit. The old fans, thank you for riding with us, like, all the time that you've been doing this thing. Like, we see you guys, and we know all the love and appreciation that you send towards us, like, the whole Water Gang appreciates that, we love it. And keep on riding with us. We're those people who are gonna make sure that as we keep on going, you're proud to be behind us, so it's all good. Yeah, just keep on supporting, keep on sending love, because we send love every single day. Sure. And it's all about the love. Yeah. So.
Well, that's about it, I guess.
Yes.
We've heard it right here first from Ceezyboy.
Yeah.
And I hope you all enjoyed that interview. Ceezyboy, tell us, where can we find you on social media?
Alright, so we're not very active, alright? But that's not bad news, don't worry. I got an Instagram account, it's lit. Ceezyboy_. And that's pretty much it. You can get all my music videos. You can also follow the Water Gang _entertainment, also on IG. That's where we basically keep up to date with our music. Our Water Gang page is like managed by admin, so any questions you have about us, anything you want to know, you can ask. And then Keybill is also on that. You can follow him off the Water Gang page. But then yeah, it's Ceezyboy_. I post my day-to-day things. This was the first time we went live, so maybe we'll go live more. So yeah. That's about it.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So stay tuned to the show, because later on we will play a song by Ceezyboy so that you get a taste of his music. But for now, let's go into a musical break, and do not go anywhere.
Yeah, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're back at it right here. The time is 11:15. Yeah, we slowly heading to the end of this show, but yeah, it's been great, it's been awesome, it's been on another level. Yeah, we were namelating the stupu bafethu here. Yeah, so it was that. Yeah, I'm using it already.
Okay.
I'll explain later. Yeah.
Yeah, nah. We taught this man some things today.
So before we let Ceezyboy leave studio, he has to drop a freestyle
They
for
want me
us.
to rap.
We need to hear the raw voice, you know.
Yeah,
So
you already know
Ceezyboy,
what it is, man.
whenever you're ready.
Alright, we got it. This your boy Ceezy, straight out the west side. You already know what it is. Yeah. The running man ran stranded. Came to the west side, go back-handed. When I spit bars, it's hot, they can't stand it. Stupid niggas under it, they don't understand it. Blanded, blasted, 3 cage blasted, double gauge blasted. These homies can't stand it. No feet, left-handed. Woo, they don't get that. That's wordplay, but not like Bill Cosby. These people think they know me. You don't know me, you ain't my homie. I kill you slow like SAUMA on Poloni. A lot of rappers don't get that. A lot of rappers don't like me. But guess what? Not too many rappers gon' fight me. And that's IG. I'm not about the hype beast. I'm about the bar spitting, cash getting, money flipping. Then I'm dipping, cause I'm Ceezy. Yeah, and I say that easy, cause it's C to the double E, Z, Y. They want me to spit, I say why. They want me to spit more, I spit 5. Man, I spit this and I ain't even high. I lied, I'm split, like 2 J's, but I ain't smoked in 2 days. All these people know I smoke on that good haze. You know what I mean? And I'ma have a good day.
Mic drop. Mic drop. Mic
drop.
drop.
It has to be dropped.
Mic drop. That's it.
I was
Thank you so much for tuning in. Show is done. Boom. There we
Go
go.
home, guys. Take the rest of the day off. I think we close the station today.
Okay.
No, it's,
I didn't expect that.
I think we need something like this in the south, man. Like in Joburg, we need something like this.
They don't do it like that. You get guys, they come in, man, don't spit like that. Say something. Say something. Nah, I'm not these guys. Say something. We rap, we're MCs.
Yeah. This is
just
real.
Nah, that's just to
it.
remind you that the culture's still here, yo.
Yeah.
MCing is not dead.
Keep it going, man. Keep it going.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. I don't even have words. Let us just, just go into a break because I need to absorb this. It needs to enter my soul. Okay. hectic.
Alright, we over.
Yes, sir.
Red Rover.
H for hectic.
I'm
We done.
telling you,
Thank
Mama,
you.
she said. Yeah, alright, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.